District Board of Directors today, September 18th, 2025 at 5:30 p.m. Roll call, please.
Bridget.
Here.
Chad.
Here.
Kelly. Rick. Brett.
Here.
Lori.
Here.
All right, we do have a quorum. Next, the motion for the agenda adoption, please.
Motion to adopt the agenda.
Second.
Any changes, amendments?
Just noticing that old business D, the new district office renovation project was added this week, so it's different from what you may have seen on Friday.
Okay, thank you. Okay,
All right. Bridget.
yes.
Chad.
Yes.
Brett.
Yes.
Lori.
Yes.
All right, next is the district vision and mission. I'd like to invite Aiden, our school representative, to read that.
Southeast Polk Community School District will learn, lead, live, success for college, career, and civic life. Engage all students in learning a challenging curriculum delivered through quality instruction.
Thank you, Aiden.
Of course.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Now I'd like to open the podium for public comments. If anyone is here who would like to speak, anyone present who? Okay. Seeing as no one is stepping forward, we'll move on to our consent agenda.
Motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Thank you. Any comments or anything? Okay.
Bridget.
Yes.
Chad.
Yes.
Brett.
Yes.
Lori.
Yes.
Okay, on to old and new business. Item A, confirmation of next meeting.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Thank you. And those dates would be for October 2nd and October 16th. Any comments, questions? No? Okay.
Chad.
Yes.
Brett.
Yes.
Lori.
Yes.
Bridget.
Yes. Item B, modified allowable growth, special education.
Motion to approve the modified allowable growth for special education?
Second.
Thank you. Any comments, questions, discussion?
I mean, it looks like a pretty big jump from the previous year. I'm just curious about reasonings behind that.
Good evening, Board. We can talk about it now. I was going to save it for the certified annual report session, but it's okay. We can talk about it now.
Okay.
Regarding the special education deficit, there was a considerable jump with that. We had an increase of about 2% in revenues, about $500,000, but our expenditures went up by about 7%. Our wages, benefits went up 8.3% and 6.5% respectively. Tuition out went up 8.3%. We're still net positive when it comes to tuition in versus tuition out, but that basically is the increase. It's personnel costs really related to special education. Our Medicaid expenditures also went down by about 14% relative to the 24 year.
So primarily more special education staff?
Correct.
Okay. And that's pretty consistent elsewhere, do you know, or?
I don't know. I know there have been significant increases around the metro area when it comes to special education deficits, for sure.
Is there any money that we've lost that the districts in the metro are substantially higher this year?
Not from the special education standpoint. I think, again, the cost was for educating a special education student has just increased. with the number of personnel within the buildings.
Did we add more aides than normal, do you think, or?
We've added more aides. I don't know what normal means when it comes to the aide addition, but we have added aides, yes.
Okay. But you don't, I can ask separately another time for number of aides we increased this year versus last year, but I can send you an email for that, okay?
Does that,
Sorry, I was going to just jump in, Lori, that those are directly tied to the IEP themselves.
Right.
So most of the times, our hands are tied with that as far
Right.
as, yeah.
And I don't disagree with that, I just wonder, and I know you said 8.5%, I just wondered how
Sure.
many more,
Yeah, we should get that number for sure.
yeah.
that 8.5%, that's the increase in the number of students requiring special education services? Or the loss, okay. Cost. Sorry.
What was the question? I'm sorry.
I guess my question is that, have we had an increase in students requiring those services? That's,
The answer to that's yes. The 8.7% I was referring to is the net change in our net positive for open enrollment in versus sending students out for
Okay.
special education. Another big jump, not dollars-wise, but as far as percentage-wise, contracted services went up about 70%. A big chunk of that is our services with KidZoom.
okay. Thank you for that
Wait,
clarification.
that contracted services 70% increase is because of the AEA?
KidZoom, our transportation services, that has to do with us not being able to transport our students within our staff because of the lack of drivers or unique locations where
Okay.
students get
Okay,
educated.
which led to a 70% increase?
Correct.
Okay, understood.
So the location, the services that they need, and the number of students are driving the cost, and then the actual, what we have to pay out is higher probably than it was last year.
Yes, yes. Location services, also the level of the student that might be transported. It may be that a student can only be transported individually versus groups of students being transported at one time to different locations. So that has increased that cost as well.
Thank you.
Does that, when you, so you talk about transportation, does that include our, because when we have to have a special needs bus, and then if we don't have a driver for that, then we're also paying another service because we don't have enough drivers. Is that
That's the KidZoom service, correct? The way the special education deficit works when it comes to the mileage of those specialized school buses, those miles come over times the cost per mile gets thrown into that special education deficit.
and this is going to be another conversation, but I guess at least, are we planning on doing another drive for employment then on buses, or what are we going to do for that?
I don't think we've stopped trying to get
I mean, I
additions
know
for
we
bus
do, but I
drivers.
mean, we're normally like holding an actual, come on in, anybody want to drive a bus? I mean, but,
Yeah, I know that Mr. Kretz and Mr. Spaghettis have been working on some increasing our marketing for those school bus drivers, but I also know that we have challenges. Even the beginning of the year, we had lost some bus drivers right away.
well, I guess I'll just make a thing, I mean, as even as hard as it is to get, I hope the district does not try to contract out our driving. I mean, that would be a big loss to the district, and we'd lose a lot of control, so just, I guess, do whatever we can to, keep recruiting drivers for our own benefit, not some company that'll come in and we won't get the best services, so.
I don't think we've talked publicly about this, but I know in discussions with my colleagues, the costs aren't, they're not significant as far as changes or increases or decreases to costs. The efficiency of the bus driving hasn't increased, it's just that we still have to have a director in place. We then have less control over those employees as well, so I can't say that we won't ever, but I don't think that's something we would look to.
Well, I think I could say never as long as I'm on the board. I won't go further than that, so, yes, I get what you're saying, but,
Yep.
yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Bocam.
Okay. Brett,
Yes.
Lori,
Yes,
Bridget,
Yes.
Chad.
Yes.
Right. Item C, modified allowable growth for LEP, limited English proficiency.
Motion to approve?
Second?
Thank you. Questions, comments, discussion? Pretty standard? Okay.
Lori,
Yes.
Brett,
Yes.
Chad,
Yes.
Bridget.
Yes. Okay, item D, new district office and support services building renovation project, Hanson Company, final completion.
Motion to approve?
Second?
All right. Questions, comments?
And this is just everything but the punch list and, so, okay.
Okay.
Bridget,
Yes.
Chad,
Yes.
Brett,
Yes.
Lori.
Yes.
Item E, board appointment.
Motion to approve the board appointment for the vacancy left.
Yes, I should ask them to nominate. I think we need to be specific with the, you want to nominate,
Well,
I don't know.
yeah, I could, it just wasn't in the packet, so I'll, motion to approve Gary Fisher to fill the open seat.
Second?
Okay, thank you very much. As was shared at our last board meeting, we had a resignation. Board member Whitney Smith McIntosh moved outside of the district, so she resigned. And we have a former Southeast Board member, Gary Fisher, who is willing to step in for the meetings from here on out until the election, which is technically 3 meetings. So pending approval, he will be joining us as a member of the board temporarily next meeting.
Yeah, I think the importance of this, just for those people that might be wondering, this one saves an election before an election. And Gary doesn't plan on running for the seat, so that's why he makes him a good candidate to fill this.
Yep. Okay. Okay.
Chad,
Yes.
Brett,
Yes.
Lori,
Yes.
Bridget.
Yes. Okay, that's all of our topics for vote. Now we're on to topics for discussion. This is the part that tends to be a little more fun. So, and the reason most of you are here joining us today, we'll let Dr. Holubnik talk about our National Math Star students.
You bet. Thank you, Board. This is easily the best part of the meeting. No offense to anybody else tonight. We're happy to highlight some exceptional students tonight. National Math Stars is a program that identifies students with exceptional math talent and provides them with support for their education. Each year, only a small fraction of students are nominated for this special opportunity. As part of the National Math Stars program, the Iowa Department of Education last spring identified third graders who scored in the top 2% of the mathematics ISASP assessment. And Southeast Polk had 15 students in this prestigious group. So we've invited those 15 students to be recognized tonight, and it feels like most of them are here and we're able to manage their busy schedules as National Math Star nominees. And so, students, I'm going to introduce and read your name, and I'd ask you to come up here on either side, and then we've got some medals for you. And I will do my best with a name like Dirk Holubnik. I've had it pronounced about every way that you can. I'm going to do my best with these names, so I apologize if I do it wrong. Aiden Behrens. Barry Burgett. Ezra Cordero. Evelyn Derasier. Leonardo Bralu Gamara Villa. Maddox Henry. Jackson Hines. Paxton Howell. Elliot Kennison. Roman Kuntz. Lillian Nelson, Nori Wen, Charlotte Olson, Ellen Peterson, and Liam Thomas. Let's give them a round of applause. Congratulations. I'm going to have you hang out here just for a second more. We're very proud of you. And we're also very proud of two of these students who have been selected to the National Math Stars program. Elliot Kennison of 4 Mile Elementary and Lillian Nelson of Delaware Elementary. Both were selected as National Math Stars, where they will receive long-term support through high school at no cost to the family, weekly one-on-one math tutoring, advanced math learning opportunities, STEM enrichment materials and opportunities, and invitations to math competitions and summer camps. Pretty good deal. Pretty exciting, and another great feather in everyone's cap. Many thanks to the teachers, parents, and community members who've helped each of these students shine. And let's join me again in celebrating all of these students for their hard work, curiosity, and love of math. Let's give them one more round of applause. Let's get a picture with the board for sure.
All right, so here's all the math stars. A couple of different pictures there with you. Good, thank you.
Good job, guys.
Yes, yes. I think I can speak on behalf of the rest of the board of how incredibly proud we are of this group of students. It is just amazing that we have so many in our district, and that you all are excelling and seem to have a love of math, which we need more of. So congratulations to you all, and keep it up. All right, our next is item B, professional learning update. And that would be Dr. Latham. You didn't get to sit long.
So coming on after the Math Stars, so that's a hard act to follow. Did want a good evening, board.
If you don't want to stick around and you have family dinner or little ones who might get wiggly, please feel free to leave before the end of the meeting. There's no obligation to stick around.
This is going to be really
Yep.
exciting.
No, you're good.
Congratulations.
You're welcome to stay.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
thank you.
Thank you, congratulations.
No, Chad, you have to stay.
Sorry, Joellen.
That's professional development, yay. No. So good evening, Board, and very exciting to celebrate all the accomplishments of those students. And again, as Dr. Hlupnik thanked the parents, community, and the teachers. And so the teachers continue to work very hard, and we will be engaging in professional learning for District Day on September 29th. It will be a follow-up to the All Means All Institute that we hosted here at Southeast Polk in June of last year, and again had about 240 Southeast Polk staff participate in that institute with other educators from across the United States. So the way this district professional development will be organized is that half of the day will be a district focus, and then the other half of the day, buildings will be able to focus on meeting the goals of their school improvement plan. So again, the district focus is to continue with the All Means All, and this particular session will focus on collaboration for all, by all. And so one of our challenges is when we have collaboration teams, adding our English learner teachers, our talented and gifted teachers, our special education teachers often serve multiple grades. And so it's difficult to get them into all of the collaborative teams, but the Institute gave us some ideas on what that could look like. And so we're going to continue to pursue that so we have all voices in the group when we're making decisions about student learning. So that's what we will be focusing on. Up computer during that opportunity. And then another big emphasis is how do we scaffold that instruction without reducing the rigor, because the All Means All is that all students have access to high quality instruction in grade level content. So that will be the focus of our day, and then the remainder of the day will be on their building goals. We are organizing it by combining some buildings. So the high school, they're a big enough staff that will work with them. The junior high and middle school will be working together, and then each elementary will be pairing with another elementary that has some of the similar staffing and similar challenges so that they can learn from each other and collaborate as to how to solve some of these challenges that we face. So I know these students will have the day off, the ones that just joined us, and they deserve that day off, but we will be working hard to continue and advance our professional learning. Okay. Any questions?
Thank you for your hard work.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, next is our superintendent's report from Dr. Hlupnik.
Kevin's really anxious over there.
All right, some good news and highlights from the last month. 25-26 school year. I mean, it's really hard to believe that already we're finishing our fourth week of the year. But our teachers, everybody, staff has done a great job of getting kids and all of our students into routines, and learning is happening, and that's what we're all about. The Prairie Meadows Community Impact Lunch occurred over the last week here. A huge thank you to Prairie Meadows for their grant contributions. Just provides unbelievable benefits for our students and our community. So a big thank you to Prairie Meadows. Board candidates, today at 5 p.m. was the deadline for filing for board candidacy. 5 people have filed the required paperwork for the 3 open seats, and remember that election is on November 4th. We will be having a board candidate orientation session here in the district office on September 30th. And we'll be getting some information out to all the candidates so that they're aware of that. Another one of those hard to believe things, fall activities are past the halfway point here in most cases. Girls tennis started their tournament trail last night, so that's where we are. Next week, of course, is homecoming week, always a fun week with lots of school spirit. Next Thursday, a week from tonight, the 25th, is the parade. Looking forward to that. Friday, the 26th, is the Hall of Honor ceremony where one of the board's own members, Joanne Moeller, will be inducted, along with four other people. And of course, the game after that, and then Saturday, 27th, is the dance. And I know Steve Pettit has the open invitation of anybody who wants to volunteer to chaperone. You're always welcome. With your resolution, last meeting, the referendum now moves into the get out the vote phase, and so that's where we are right now. We have our first board building visit next week. That will be at Delaware Elementary on Wednesday, the 24th at 9 a.m., and I'll shoot that to you tomorrow in my update. And then finally, last but not least, the district office open house is this coming Saturday from 10 to noon, where we'll be offering tours and there'll be cookies, and we will have our official ribbon cutting as well for everybody that can be there. With that, I'd be happy to take any questions.
What kind of cookies?
I think assorted.
Yeah, white chocolate macadamia.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. All right, certified annual report now.
Thank you. Good evening again, Board. I'm happy to report that we did file the certified annual report, the annual transportation report, and the special education supplement at 4:16 p.m. September 15th. So I was able to get home and make dinner for my kids, and everything was settled. In addition to the SES items, I just want to talk through a little bit about the annual transportation report. Some highlights there. Our net operating costs were actually down about 4% this year, but our cost per rider, our cost per student was actually up by about 1%. We had 208 less students riding in 25 than we had in 24. I'll have a financial update for you on October 2nd, going through the year-end financial summaries. Any questions
What do you attribute that change to?
as far as the cost per student, or excuse me, the number ridership?
Number ridership.
I don't know. We have to dive into that a little bit more. We just finished a report. But as far as the number of students, the middle school is now within our boundaries now, within the city of Altoona now, so that might have something to do with it as far as our ridership, rather than coming out here to this campus.
Qualify to ride.
What's that?
So less students qualify to ride, you think, because the middle
Less
school-
students riding in general. I think people are qualified to ride because you can ride and pay to ride within those mileage distances, but maybe less traveling on the bus now that they're closer if they live in the city of Altoona or close to the middle school.
We haven't raised our price to ones that have to pay though.
We have not, but again, our cost per student ridership right now is $925.
Per
We-
student.
Per student, yeah.
And we only charge
$100.
$1 per day, right?
$100,
Oh, for the whole school year?
correct. $100 per semester, I believe is what it is.
80,
I'm
Yeah,
sorry?
that was 180.
$1 a
It's
day.
it's $100 per semester, so $200 now,
Okay, so we went up by $20.
correct.
Was that $925 a semester or
That was for the year,
year? Okay.
correct,
Per student.
per student. Great, thank you.
Okay.
Motion to adjourn?